When purchasing property in Japan, you should budget an extra 8 to 15% on top of the property price for additional costs.
Hi, I'm Nami from Akiya Journey. If you're a foreigner interested in buying property in Japan, this video is for you. So today we'll talk about the cost of buying property in Japan. So many people ask, what expenses are there besides the property price? How much budget do I need? So in reality, buying real estate in Japan involves various extra costs, including taxes, fees, and maintenance expenses. In this video, I break down everything you need to know, from purchase cost to mortgage fees, renovation costs, and ongoing expenses. So knowing this information will help you plan your budget more effectively when buying property in Japan, so be sure to watch until the end. When purchasing property in Japan, you should budget an extra 8 to 15% on top of the property price for additional costs. Let's go over the main expenses. Number 1. Real estate agent fee. In Japan, real estate agent fees are legally regulated. For properties over 8 million Japanese yen, the fee is property price times 3% plus 60,000 Japanese yen plus 10% consumption tax. For properties under 8 million Japanese yen, the fee is a fixed 330,000 Japanese yen tax included, which is approximately $2,200. Number 2. Stamp duty. Stamp duty is the tax required for real estate contracts, and the amount depends on the property price. For properties priced between 50 million Japanese yen and 100 million Japanese yen, the stamp duty is 30,000 Japanese yen, roughly $200. For properties between 100 million Japanese yen and 500 million Japanese yen, it's 60,000 Japanese yen, roughly $400. Number 3. Registration tax. This is the tax required to change property ownership. The scrivener will calculate the exact cost at the time of the contract based on the following formula. Building ownership registration, 0.4% of the property's fixed asset tax valuation. Land ownership transfer, 2.0% of the fixed asset tax valuation. Number 4. Property acquisition tax. This is a one-time tax paid after purchase. The rate is 3% of the property's fixed asset tax valuation. You will receive a tax bill 6 to 8 months after purchase. With all these costs combined, you should expect to pay a few million yen in additional expenses beyond the property price. Next, let's look at the costs involved if you take out a mortgage. If you plan to finance your purchase with a mortgage, there are additional fees you need to consider. Number 1. Loan processing fee. This is the fee charged by the bank when taking out a mortgage. The cost can range from 50,000 Japanese yen to 500,000 Japanese yen. Number 2. Loan guarantee fee. This is paid to a guarantor company and is usually around 2% of the loan amount. Number 3. Interest rates. In Japan, there are two types of mortgage interest rates, variable and fixed. For foreigners, interest rates are usually higher, around 2% to 4%. Number 4. Mortgage insurance. Group credit life insurance. This is a mandatory insurance that covers your mortgage payments in case of death or serious illness. For foreign buyers, many banks require proof of income in Japan, and if you don't have permanent residency, getting approval can be more challenging. Also, interest rates for foreign buyers tend to be higher. So if you are considering a mortgage, keep these points in mind. Even after purchasing, there are ongoing costs to consider. Number 1. Fixed asset tax and urban planning tax. Fixed asset tax, 1.4% of the fixed asset tax valuation. Urban planning tax, 0.3% of the fixed asset tax valuation, only for properties in urban area. Number 2. Condominium maintenance fees. If you buy a condo, you need to pay management fee, 10,000 Japanese yen to 50,000 Japanese yen per month. Repair reserve fund, 10,000 Japanese yen to 30,000 Japanese yen per month. These are long-term costs, so be sure to check them before purchasing. Recently, many condominiums buildings in Japan are aging, leading to higher maintenance and repair costs over time. As a result, repair reserve funds are increasing, and in some cases, additional fees are charged to cover unexpected repairs. Also, the amount of reserve funds varies by property, and these fees may change after purchase depending on the building's financial situation and renovation needs. So before buying a condo, make sure to check the current fees and whether they are likely to increase in the future. If you are buying an Akiya property, renovation costs can be higher than the property price. If the plumbing or utilities are damaged, repair costs can be even higher. Before purchasing, carefully inspect the property and estimate renovation cost. Want to save on reservation? Look for properties where plumbing and essential facilities are still usable. In addition to those costs, you may also need to pay for Number 1. Judicial scrivener fee. This is the fee for legal registration services. Standard fee around $990. If a proxy contract is needed, extra fees will apply. Number 2. Fire and earthquake insurance. Fire insurance, 20,000 Japanese yen to 100,000 Japanese yen per year. Earthquake insurance, 10,000 Japanese yen to 30,000 Japanese yen per year. These are general price ranges, but older properties or larger homes tend to have higher insurance premium due to increased risks and repair costs. In most cases, buyers can choose their own insurance policy, so it's important to compare different plans and select one that offers the right balance of coverage and cost for your needs. Checking what's covered and ensure you're getting the right protection for your property. And property management fees for rental properties. If you rent out your property, you may need to pay property management fees of 3% to 10% of the rent. In most cases, owners hire a local real estate agency to handle property management, including tenant screening, rent collections, and maintenance. Recently, Minpaku, Airbnb-style short-term rentals have become popular, but they follow different regulations from regular long-term rentals. I'll cover short-term rental rules in another video, but if you are interested in learning more, drop a comment below with short-term. Now you know all the costs involved in buying property in Japan. I hope this video helped you understand what to expect beyond the property price itself. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you want personalized advice on buying property in Japan, we also offer 30 minutes consultation sessions. So you can book a session through the link in the description below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.